Morning. So I'm getting a bit of a croaky voice, but I think I'll be on today. It will probably be later. And I know it's early, but I just needed to get this off my chest to address something to do with some comments, but to do with people I've spoke to as well. People who really need to get real, and we really need to get real in 2020. No, it's not all rainbows and sparkles, even though, we are raising in consciousness and all the good things that I talk about. But there's people out there who seem to think they sort of understand what's going on, which they do. But then when you talk out about something, it's like they still don't want to know. Hi, Agent 17, that's hilarious. High five flame. So it's just about being real, because there's people out there who, if you're too up there in the airy fairy, that's why I say I'm in both worlds. I can be in that, but I also look at the 3D, and you can still get triggered by 3D because we are human as well. So it's probably not coming out right. Hi, Miss Chime. So people need to get real and realise that 2020, yes, it's going to have chaos in it, but the dark to light thing is, we can show people from the dark in the light, and we can comment on certain things that I said. But there's a lot going on right now, especially with Iran, and that's what I will be mentioning tonight, because there's some people who just don't seem to be getting it, and it just gets my goat that people just can't or are unwilling to research the facts and say they don't watch mainstream media, but then they're quoting from mainstream media. And for the people who, I'll explain it tonight, I don't know if it'll come out right, seem to think that when you make a little comment about something, that's me being negative. When I've never said on YouTube that I'm the most holy. I'm just me. And when I do come with a bit of when I say I'm on one to bring a comment up, that's the only time they do comment. I've never said I'm perfect. We're all perfect. We're all perfectly imperfect. And if there's people out there who think they're absolutely perfect and they never ever get triggered, even if they don't act on it, you're lying. Because everybody does. You're only human as well. Hi, Fernando. Because it was the comment about my hair, and it wasn't the fact that someone commented and said they didn't like my hair. I couldn't give two hoots, and I said to this person who commented, couldn't give two hoots, wouldn't be on YouTube, wouldn't be putting dreadlocks in my hair if I was worried about what other people think about it. It wasn't the fact that this person said, and I did say that on my channel the other day, that I was offended someone said it. The whole point I was bringing up someone's uninformed ill comment was because they said you're too old to have them. Really? Maybe because you're looking at all the young kids that have them in the pop culture at the minute, trending, not doing it for a trend or fashion. There's lots of people out there, grandmas and granddads, who have dreadlocks. It's not just a hairstyle, it's a lifestyle as well. So people really need to go and educate themselves. And that's what I was bringing up. And when I do come all in my little oh, I'm a bit triggered-ish, that's just me being real. So people who say they never get triggered, whether they act on it or not, are bully bullshitters. Fact, because everybody does. I was just stating the fact that that's a bit of an ageist, silly, limited comment. And that's a fact, because it wasn't whether, hi Ricardo, whether they like my hair or not. I couldn't give two hoots. I'm not doing it for other people. And that is their opinion. This person said, you get a bit riled up because someone's not got the opinion of you. No, I'm not riled up because someone doesn't like my hair. I didn't ask for their opinion. I'm just showing people on my chat because obviously you can tell a difference. I'm not bothered if people like it or not, but the fact that they said you're too old. And that's what I was bringing up. And now and again, I do bring comments up because I see patterns in people's behaviour. And especially, it's always people that are never really in my chat room. They only really make comments every now and again. And it's when I've made a comment maybe that they're thinking is negative. That's the only time they seem to come in. That says something to me. I see a pattern. And it's never in live chat anyway. which I see as keyboard warrior type people. But it's not even about that. It's about the whole Iranian thing that people are getting their heads in a spin about because they're listening to lamestream media. I will be shouting out an Iranian guy, I think he's Iranian, that's talking in the UK, that's showing you that they're actually celebrating over there. He was a dictator and he murdered thousands of people. Yet Hollywood is sitting there going, we're on the behalf of America, we're really sorry. No, we're not. He killed thousands and thousands of people, and you're bigging him up as if he was a good person. And then people go back to like Saddam Hussein and all that. Well, we all know that was all mixed up. But when the real stuff comes in, you really want dictators and people like that still doing what they're doing. They're bringing the regime down. And the people are happy the regime's going down. So this is what I mean about people need to get real in 2020 and realise what's going on. Yeah, Chrissy, it's not the point of ignore negativity. I do that anyway. I'm a very positive person, but this is the whole side of that side because I go on about positivity. Everyone will say ignore the negativity. I know that, but sometimes it needs to be addressed, just like these people in the dark need to be addressed. I mean, the big things that are going on is it didn't bring me down in a form of negativity. People will see it like that because I'm talking about it. It's the point of I laughed at that comment. I transmuted that energy. It's not affected me to go, oh my God, that person hates my hair and must take it out. No, that's not going to happen. It was just the whole point of I made a point of saying, no one's too old to have any hairstyle. I was just saying it was limited. So I know about negativity. Some people will say, but you know about negativity, so you shouldn't let it bring you down like this other person said. You need to be around friends and family. I've been around friends and family. I don't need to take time out because this person said I need to recharge. And that's what I was doing over the Christmas holidays. I'm coming back stronger. So when I like to make little comments sometimes on something that needs to be addressed, I will do. Because that's the balance as well. It's all about balance. You can't let people just walk all over you. Hi. You can't let people just walk all over you. And then they only seem to be annoyed on my channel when I make a slight negative comment or so they'd see it as negative. Like I said, I've never come on my channel and said that I'm all holy and I'm all in the positive 24/7. It is a hard path to take and it is all about learning. I'm learning as I go as well, not to get so triggered. It's been a difference before from when I used to not now, but some things need to be said sometimes. Some people, some things need to be said sometimes. My whole thing on YouTube is my journey that people are watching. And I've been on for quite a few years now, so I do know that the people come in to bring you down. And it's not that I'm a channel that goes around trolling people or goes around constantly shouting the negative out, because that's not what I'm about. But the moment I do it, slightly just saying something, that's when they come in to go, oh, you're not being positive now. Just like Lady V said, you have to be a warrior as well. So that to me is rubbish. These people need to get a grip and be real about it. Hi, Sue, because like I said, everyone gets triggered whether you act on it or not. So I don't want people sitting there pretending they're all holy when they're not. Hi, Roxanne. I love you for going live, man. It was just on my mind, and that's what I say to people. When there's something on my mind, I want to speak out. If the whole Q thing hadn't come to light, whether there's people that don't believe in it, that's good for you. That's your reality. If people weren't talking out about certain things, then none of this would be getting done. Not, there wouldn't be dictators going down. There wouldn't be those that sit in the dark trying to pull people down the light, doing what they're doing. They'd still be carrying on doing what they're doing. The Luma donkey, the Illuminati, whatever you call it. That's how they've got away, because people haven't been able to speak out. So when I feel like speaking out, I will speak out. And people see it as negative. Not really. Some things need to be said. And the thing is with chat, I don't mean chat right now, but when people comment, well, yeah, in live chat or later, it's a text. It's very hard to get people in a text. So there is that as well. But I'm not going to sit down and not say something I'm feeling when I'm feeling it at the time, because that's called being real. And there's a problem with people today, is like I said with the quote the other day, people are meant to be loved and things are meant to be used. People are being used today and things are being loved. The main reason I come on YouTube is to put a positive vibe out. But the minute I come with a little snipe, people get triggered. So I'd just like to say, get a grip, because 2020 is going to be really hard for some people, and it's about standing up. I'm not taking no crap off anyone going into 2020. We've all took a lot of crap off a lot of people, and this is why people have sat back down, shut up, and people have been walked all over. So in that sense, no, like I said, I've never said I was all sweetness and light. I like a little bit of both, a bit of balance, you know. Just because you say you're spiritual does not mean you're a doormat. And I will put that out there again. So, like I said, the comment about what I brought up the other day wasn't getting at someone and bringing them down, because this other person said you shouldn't be bringing other people down. I wasn't bringing that person down. I was saying the comment, whether they like my hair or not, was up to them. The fact that they said I'm too old for it was ridiculous, and that's what I was bringing up. What about all the other people around the world who were all at different ages? That's what I was saying. And if I didn't love people and I didn't want to be like doing for others, because it's about service to others and not service to self, I wouldn't be on YouTube doing what I'm doing. But these are the people that only comment when you slightly say something, never really come into live chat, and never really comment normally anyway, because there's a lot of people that don't come in my live chat and will comment after, but these people never hardly comment. I notice a pattern of they only seem to comment when I've said something slightly a little bit off, or made it slightly been triggered, and they try to do it with all being nice, with all little nice pictures after. People forget I do read people's chats, and I do see who comes in a lot, and I do see patterns with people as well. So, you know, that's all I wanted to say, really. I've started meditation and got my first crystal. It's an amazing feeling, but watching your videos, thanks. Your dreads are good. Thank you, Judgment Day. Yeah, and I wasn't looking for people's. This person said I was looking for people's. Oh, what's it called? Oh, what's the word? You don't want into people say yes, Dolly, no, Dolly, yes, yes, yes. It's not about that. I'm not looking for people's likes and stuff. I'm just being real. So, college, no, tomorrow. So yeah. Trump is a puppet. He is a non-deep state puppet. What we are witnessing is a I can never say it, Semitic, takedown of the old guard. Exactly, Roxanne. And that's what I mean. Most people don't even know how much these. Yeah, got sold on. I can't see it. Got sold for on the black market. Yeah, the fetuses. Yeah, as a fetus can be kept alive, it will be kept alive. Exactly. Yeah, all the comments you're putting there, so bang on. So like I said, 2020 is going to be hard for some people, and we're going to be real about it. We're not backing down and shutting up because people don't like hearing stuff. It's about to get very real for people. So as much as you're in positivity, love and light, which is where we're going to and what we want to do, you still have to talk about, you still have to bring, you know, that stuff up people call it negative, because it's being brought out. So I'm not into people who will just sit there and only comment when you've said one little thing, when my channel is not normally about that. Yeah, some people, some of them are trolls. A lot are just people that just don't, as they'd say in chat, have the same opinion and think that you're getting triggered because you don't want people to have a different opinion when it's not the case. Yes?
Over to me.
Have you? Should we go downstairs then? You're very chuffed with your big bedroom now. So that's all I wanted to say. And if people can't understand that, is, oh, well, I have said to people, if you're not into my channel and you don't like the way I do things, and you don't like it when I get a bit snippy, unsub and go somewhere else, because, like I've said before, I don't know why these people watch. Well, I do, because, you know, we understand what some people are about. So, hi, Paul. So, hi, everybody who's in. Hopefully, I'll be on tonight about 8 o'clock-ish to readdress this again, and it's called Let's Be Real, because people need to get a little bit real about stuff. I am in the spiritual stuff. It's a path that I'm choosing to take. That's my own path, so people don't need to get all panicky about it. But along that path as well is, you have to be in both worlds. You can be all spiritual and do all the loving stuff. Wait a minute, Finn. But you also have to see what's going on in the 3D. Because if you don't, you're going to get very stuck. Because somebody I was talking to yesterday says they know everything, says they're all in one and all that. But they've actually took on the belief that Trump's bad. That's all right if you think that, but they actually have said about the Iranian general where they can't believe it and they think it's wrong. And I said, okay, so you don't know what's going on, yet you think you do because you sat there meditating and that, and you don't know about this dictator who has killed thousands and thousands of people. And it's what the mainstream media are putting out. People need to get a grip and go and research. So yes, you can be part of the woo-woo, that's what some people call it, but you also have to be in the physical as well, because we reside in both. So everyone who says, yes, we're going to 5D, I'm all into that, but you still have to be aware of what's going on. You still have to be aware. It's awareness and consciousness. So you do have to be aware. Yeah, where we go, one, all day long, every day. Exactly. So people won't like what I'm saying now because they'll think, oh, you're triggered. No, I'm just being real. And I'm doing it the way I do it, is being the real me. So like I said, if you don't like the way I am, when I come a bit bullshit, then just don't watch me at all. Yeah, exactly, Miss Chan. We don't want war. What they're saying in mainstream media is that World War III is coming. And this is what I'm saying about researching and realising that you do need to be in the 3D as well. Because at the end of the day, World War III is not coming. That was a new world order that they're still trying to push, yes. That mainstream media are trying to still push because they're trying to put people in fear. People are making comments because I've seen it on YouTube this morning. They're asking people who channels they go to, they're in fear of the new world order. They're in fear of the World War III. They're pushing World War III with Iran, but it's not happening because that's why they've took the general down. So people need to go and research, and I will be bringing a video into chat tonight that there's an Iranian guy in the UK that knows because he's from Iran or somewhere like that, and he's been showing people celebrating in the streets, which they're not really allowed to, but they have been doing, and in the homes. They're happy that this dictator, evil dictator, has gone down. But mainstream media aren't showing that. They're making out that they're all grieving for him because it's fake ass news, people, and people need to get a grip. Yeah, the MSM are the true elitist agenda puppets. Yes, the MSM are. Those that control the masses control the world, mainstream media. That's why we're letting them dig their own hole and people are beginning to scratch their heads. So this year in 2020, as much as I'm going to be bringing positivity, I'm going to be bringing real stuff as well. It's about being real, and being real is also showing that side. So I'm not into people who are trying to pussyfoot about. You reside in both. If you're too off with the fairies and you're not looking at certain stuff, it's not that you have to be having massive actions about it, but at the end of the day, you're not really understanding what's going on. Yeah, the only thing, yeah, that's a cue. The only thing that's happening is that we are witnessing this, I can never say it, synthetic takedown of the old guard on an international scale. Exactly, Roxanne. And that was through Q said that. It's the old guard being brought down. So if people can't see that, oh, well, and that's what I'm saying about it is a positive thing because people are getting worried about it, but they're not researching properly. So I will see you tonight about 8 o'clock. Yeah, the Kabbalah being taken down, and people don't realise, people are still in the New World Order mindset. I'm not all for that. But when I want to come and say something, I will, because people need to get real about the stuff that's going down. Yeah, I got into Discord actually, one of the Discords, don't know which one it is. So I think I'm in Globe Live Lounge when I get in there at some point. Yeah, so thank you. So I'm just saying, gotta get real. Sometimes some people, it's all about sending positivity, but at the same thing, a lot of crap's going to be unearthed. So we need that positivity for the people who don't understand. So yeah, watch Six Underground, people. It's ace. I did shout that show out on Netflix. Six Underground, I said, reminds me a bit of JFK Jr. And you can see what's going on right there with that film. And people go, oh, it's Netflix. People need to stop getting paranoid as well, because I see people getting a lot of paranoia about certain things. Yeah, so catch you all later around 8 o'clock, half 8-ish, around that time. See you later. Bye.